Hello, Farm Alive family.
Hi.
Hello, Pura Vida.
Pura Vida. Here we are yet again with another wonderful person that's come onto the farm. A really fabulous guest. And is a birder. The first birder that we've ever had.
Sandy.
And you know what's interesting, because when we first started this farm, there was no trees here. There was nothing here. I was telling Sandy this. And there were no birds here. None. Zero. And now we've got all kinds. And Sandy certainly enjoyed it, and we certainly learned a lot from her.
And now you know the names you can share with people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Names and stories and
I call
kinds of cool information. No.
I have to say,
the Laughing Falcon. Just start there.
No. I call birds based on like what I think they sound like. And so you have one called the computer bird, and then you have another one. I'm sorry, but I call it this because it's the orgasm bird, and it sounds like it's having an orgasm. But now I know the real names. I know the real names of them because of Sandy. The orgasm bird is the laughing falcon, which is an absolutely beautiful bird, right?
Yep. So
Sandy has taught me this with her magical binoculars.
I feel like those binoculars are like a member of the family now. I'm gonna miss them.
Sorry, I know that you're gonna miss them more than you're gonna miss me. Right?
So let's back up a little bit.
And the computer bird. Hello.
The computer bird.
Being quizzed. Montezuma.
The computer bird. Yeah, Montezuma's Austin.
Oropendula.
Which isn't even supposed to be here.
It's like the R2D2 bird too. That's sort of the second name for it. It's got a really cool name. Really kind of cool looking bird too.
And so bird sounds, but beautiful birds too.
Absolutely.
Electric blues and greens and these really super awesome hummingbirds.
And the most common bird used to be called the crimson rump tanager. So it's dark black and bright scarlet, just zipping through all the time. Cool.
Really cool. So let's back up a touch, because that was the cool experience that we've had here with you.
Not to mention, I made you guys watch The Big Year, too.
Yes, we saw the movie The Big Year, which I really liked. It was funny and cool.
You've been birdified.
We've been educated.
We've been birdified. Absolutely. What caused you to come here?
Serendipity.
I like that word.
I'd just taken I was actually still taking a class on herbal medicine, and was researching a plant that I wanted to find out what medicinal properties it had. I found an herbalist page I'd never seen before. I can't find her again. And she, on her front page, had a story about this place. And I completely forgot what I was researching and just kept getting deeper and deeper into y'all's website. And I thought, man, that's really cool. I think I watched the website of the guy that lost like 50 pounds or something.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I need. And then I realized I could do that, and I started putting it out to my friends in the universe if this would be a good idea, and people were like, why aren't you there already? So I worked with Jody, found out I could work from here with the Wi-Fi, and just made it happen.
That's excellent.
And you've been here for a month.
A month.
Yeah, been here for a good solid month.
Exactly 30 days.
And what was your intentions when you came here, like, as far as health-wise goes?
Health-wise, I had just kind of reached a plateau in my wellness campaign. I've been losing weight and eating better and feeling better, but I just had kind of plateaued. So I'd always been curious about the raw vegan lifestyle, and thought this would be the place to really delve into it. I didn't realize I was going to get onto such a strict program. I thought I was going to be kind of left to my own devices, so I loaded up on like $200 worth of nuts.
She got all the nuts and seeds.
Protein, bought no seeds. I wish I had seeds.
Right, that's right.
Hemp seeds, I left here.
She has this big fat drawer. Like, guess if they come with their own food, we'll give them a drawer. And so she put all our food in there, and then just sort of announced that we could all help ourselves because it was more than she was going to eat.
Well, then she asked for health coaching, and now it's just like, nope.
No nuts, no protein bars. You don't need that protein shake. So I've been now named Sandy Claus because all the nuts.
It was sort of a goodie basket.
And roughly, we really don't weigh people here, but I know you've done a little bit of it. So how much?
It's just a number.
It is just a number. But what do you think? How much did you lose?
Well, I know I'm leaving some pants behind because they're way too big.
All right.
That is such a great...
that's better than a number.
That's better than a number, is waist size.
Leaving pants behind.
Plus, with the walking, just getting to the dining hall and down to the cool pools and up to the sun gazing, I'm a lot more sedentary at home. But it's probably around 20 pounds.
About 20 pounds in 1 month.
That's lovely.
That can be done. Well done. Great job.
I'll email you when I use my scale at home. course, it'll be after a week on my own here too, so that's not going to count. But
And what
Yeah,
other
that's
things
great.
are you going to...
Congratulations.
Yeah, really,
well,
definitely.
thank you,
Congrats.
guys. Yeah.
And-
And
Big
it's
time.
something I can take home with me too. It's not going to be easy when I'm traveling for the week, but when I get home, it'll be easy to do the 2 green juices and the 2 fruit monomeals. But
Right.
God, I'm going to miss the papaya and the mango and the pineapple here. And I've been told I'm going to miss the celery leaves.
Oh.
I won't be able to have the celery leaves for the green juices.
Oh,
Up there,
really?
'cause most of the celery gets cut.
Oh, that's true. You're right. You're right. Back in the States. But you know,
Well,
when you go back, once you get to what, September, you've got maybe apples, cherries. No cherries in
No,
Texas.
no.
Peaches?
Peaches,
Nectarines?
maybe
Those
nectarines.
That's another.
Is that out?
fruit. Yeah.
Okay.
I've got Whole Foods and natural gardeners and farmers
Good.
markets.
Well, I mean, we miss a lot of what grows up north. I mean, I know we're
Yeah, we
spoiled with
do.
the mangoes and pineapples here, but I so miss cherries and peaches and
Nectarines.
nectarines
Yeah, they're good.
and blueberries.
Yeah, and we're on the High Hope Ranch where I'll be living. I think our pomegranate tree will be
Nice.
ready if I didn't miss it. And
Yeah.
I also juice the tunas on the prickly pear,
Uh-huh.
so I might still catch some of those.
Yeah.
Doesn't really count as a fruit. but-
So,
It's
so
good
Sandy,
stuff,
with
though.
20 pounds lost, I mean, that's weight, but you must have some just health feeling better, too. Or,
Oh yeah.
Well, my thought was your
Speak to that.
intention. Remember when you came in? I love this because her intention was from a cocoon to
No,
a
this
butterfly.
was my cocoon, so I came in as a caterpillar. And
Yeah,
went
a
to the-
caterpillar, and you wanted to become a butterfly, right? So you came in as that, and then you wanted to leave as a butterfly. And are you a butterfly?
I think so.
You're there,
I think so.
pretty
Maybe-
close
Yeah, maybe a small one. I still want
That's-
to get to the morpho stage.
to the morpho stage. And
Maybe
what
I'm a skipper now.
what's caused some of that metamorphosis here? Because it's more than just food, right?
Yeah, and I realized what I was really on was a self-care journey because I'd been through a very stressful 4 years
Mhm.
and wanted to be able to kind of leave the stress behind and just take on my new chapter in life with energy and vigor and confidence, and,
Mhm.
but also more inner peace and inner spirituality. And when we got here, Brian gave me 2 books. One was on nutrition, the 80-10-10. And then one on the teachings of Abraham. But we also then arranged, which both were very eye-opening.
Yes.
And Abraham is something that I had decided on my own at 14. That's really, my vision of God was goodness in everybody, and when everybody was together doing good, then we were all in the presence of God. And just kind of spirit forces, which is exactly what, the source. So that
Right.
was kind of like, oh my gosh, how many years later, and I'm finally finding a community. And then visiting Sabina, which I went just out of curiosity, and it turned out to just be a real spiritual experience.
Okay, so let's back up. Sabina is a shaman.
She's a great spiritual
Shaman
teacher.
is-
Shaman
Practitioner.
practitioner. She's not a shaman, but she's been
Yes.
Well,
trained
she is one, but she's
in
not
a
called herself.
technique. Yeah.
Mhm.
And she takes us on soul retrievals,
Yep.
and also helps us identify our animal totem, our animal spirits.
Mhm. And
Another
she's
sort
really
of-
fantastic.
She's a wonderful.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great spiritual healers here in this valley that we all can take advantage of. So it's a really great gift. That's
Some
great.
of us take more advantage than others.
Yes, yes.
But just,
What
and
did you
I
learn
have a
from
hard time getting out of my science mind,
Yeah.
being trained in wildlife biology and hanging with scientists and atheists all my life.
Hmm.
I was just really moved and decided my intention as part of the butterfly to be able to get back what I needed to move on. And when I was reading about her, or someone said that you look back. Oh no, I read about soul retrieval online, and they said you look back and you say, oh, I've been able to do this, this, or that since this happened. And I thought, you know what? I haven't been able to concentrate and pay attention since I lost my husband. And so that's what we made my intention, was what I needed to move forward. And it was almost like we did the ceremony. What she does is she blows your soul back into you, and when somebody blows on you, you feel warmth. But when she blew onto my chest and onto my head, I actually felt warmth spreading through my body. And I was
Beautiful.
like, oh, wow. And I did. I felt more whole again. So that was kind of the icing on the Farm of Life cake.
Nice.
Yeah. And we did it towards the end, too, which was perfect timing.
That's fantastic. That's great. So you feel more whole again.
I do.
You feel you
I
can
am the
move on.
butterfly.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm ready to go. Watch out, world. Watch out, Texas.
So the
I'm coming
butterfly
back.
is here now. ready to fly away from here anew. And
Drive,
that's fantastic.
Drive, and then fly.
Drive and fly.
We are 4 hours from the airport, it's true.
Right. So you're here for another week, and then
That's true.
you're going back to Texas. Now, you had mentioned to me you're going back to a ranch. You're going back to pretty much a new life where you're really going to be connected, right?
Yeah, Yep.
That's fantastic. What are you going to be doing there?
Well, I'm going to be basing myself at my friend's High Hope Ranch and bringing in programs and switching from an agriculture to a wildlife exemption, working on food production. I'm trying to poach Justin from you guys. But, just kind of helping the ranch get to the next step.
Right.
It's been managed holistically for 20 years and always been like a nice retreat for friends, and now we're trying to open that up to the public.
Right.
And just working on my other contacts and contracts, grant writing, good stuff.
That's fantastic. Is there a lot of birds there on that ranch, too?
Not like here.
No? Oh.
Although it would have been cool to know the Costa Rica bird book shows the golden cheek warbler, which only nests in central Texas and southern Oklahoma, and it's on that ranch. So it would have been really nice to see that migrant coming through, but we may have that connection too. And I have seen several migrants here that I've seen at home, so that's cool. Watching them come for their winter home. But,
Yes.
you know,
Well, Sandy, thank you.
thank
Really.
you guys.
Thanks so much for being here. We've learned so much from you. It's been a nice exchange of learning and teaching. So it's been really nice.
And there's been some fun exchanges in the kitchen. I mean, last night's dinner, we were
Yes,
talking about
yes.
how great you are with prepping your raw noodles and making sauces. And we really
Yes,
enjoyed
I
it in
learned how
there.
to make dehydrated crackers, and we learned lots of stuff in the kitchen I'm going to take home.
Sandy has saved all of her juice pulp,
That's right.
and then our chef Amanda has helped you turn it into crackers.
Yep.
And those are honestly the best crackers I've had.
They're
I
fantastic.
really don't like crackers that are made out of flax or seeds and stuff, but these vegetable-based crackers are yummy.
Yeah, and these are extra thin and extra crisp, so hopefully you better eat them today while they're still dry.
Before the humidity gets to them. You'll have an easier time dehydrating in Texas.
I probably won't even need the dehydrator. 'Cause we had a drought. It's been dry. But that'll change. But
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to just applying that and sharing that with my friends. Yeah.
Excellent.
Okay.
Yeah. And staying in touch. Can I tell you about my complaint?
Okay, yes.
So my intent was to be able to work 4 hours a day. And I told everybody, okay, I'm going to be here. I'm going to work 4 hours a day. And I figured it's the rainy season, which, by the way, is a great time to be here. And I figured, okay, during the rain, I'll go up and I'll work on the Wi-Fi. No problem. There are so many interesting people that come here. I now have more friends besides the staff. Like every visitor that's been here, we're on email. We're writing back and forth. So the complaint is there's just too many interesting people that come here to get work done. So,
Yeah. So if you
If you
come here
come
to
for-
try to think, you might not get as much work done as you think.
Yeah.
And don't blame it all on the people because you are so distracted by birds.
That's right.
See, those aren't birds in the rain. But yeah, I do have. They've learned about the birding attention deficit disorder because we'll be talking and like, oh no, there's a toucan.
It's a bird.
There's a king vulture. Like, I've taken people away from their work to show birds through binoculars here too. So.
Well, you've been teaching my maid, who lives here, grows up here, and
Yeah.
you've shown her things with those binoculars.
She knew what they were, but she'd never
seen
seen
them before.
And that was also one of my special days, was going to Ruth's family for lunch.
That was a great day. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
So down at the
Yeah.
Peace Falls is one of our waterfall tours. That land and trail is owned by our employees' parents. Right, that's their farm.
Right, we had a nice lunch there.
And
It was
then
really great.
and
Way like a
generations
typical-
on the land too.
Yeah, there's like 2 or 3 generations living there, and they made a traditional Costa Rican lunch. They call it casada,
Yep.
which literally translates as married, but it's
Right.
beans and rice and
And they made it
It's really
healthy
excellent.
and fresh, and we got to visit with the family and
Yeah.
learned about Ruth's mother on one pregnancy
Oh
had
my
to ride the horse to the hospital, and she got there 2 hours later. She had the baby, so she was riding horseback in labor to go to the hospital.
and then the next day rode home,
Yeah,
and all day on the horse.
yeah. So
We're very old school here, right? When we think 1950s old school in the United States, no, the really old school
Yeah.
here, like maybe just 20 or 30 years ago was old school here. So it's all changing, but
They've only had electricity and vehicles and roads for maybe a couple decades.
yeah, that's about it. So it's
And
pretty amazing to hear stories
I
here.
would totally recommend that anyone that comes that goes to Peace Falls, go off the raw wagon for one meal, and enjoy it with.
It's fun.
With the family.
Without
And
the
the father's name is Moses.
Yeah.
And he played guitar.
Yeah.
And he told stories about how he would walk to San Ysidro, our city, which takes me 45 minutes to drive there. He would walk there, do all his shopping, and walk back in one day.
That's crazy.
Barefoot, because he bought his first pair of shoes for his wedding when he was 18.
Yeah, and we live up in the mountains, so that's just, I mean, for them to be able to do that in one day all the way to our town.
And that's up and down.
It's an hour drive.
Yeah. So it's
Wow.
truly something that I would encourage everybody to do.
Absolutely. Sandy, thanks again, really. And stay in touch with us. You know, I think we'll be seeing you again. Hopefully you
I
can
hope
have like
so.
a yearly stay
Bring some friends.
Yeah.
and bring friends.
Or people that just don't want to do the trip by themselves. I'm going to figure out how I can have them bring me along.
There you
Right.
go.
So,
Well, we look
All
forward
right.
to your return.
thank you.
All right.
Yeah, and blessings to you.
We'll see you, Farmer Life family.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Part of the family, new one.
That's
Yeah.
right. A new member.